Kunigami, it's time to cook. What's up, guys? Welcome to you, and here we are to do a breakdown / live reaction and review of chapter 254 of Blue Loco, which is known as my model, the world's model. Hey, yo, why is that chapter title kind of fire? Okay, then spit that a little bit, kind of Shiro Sensei, but I'm very, very excited. Last chapter ended up going just like I thought it would. It was mostly a reaction and breakdown of Shido's goals and the thought processes. It added new details that I like I like seeing Isagi and Hiyori play off of each other. I like Kunigami getting in, so you know I'm excited. Well, not necessarily getting in. I like Kunigami, like, actually getting an objective and, like, being acknowledged in this match as a proper part of the match. That's what excites me the most. So you know I'm excited to see him get down and dirty with it. So let's not waste any more time and let's hop right into it. Editing me, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do happen to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact, since this is Peak Log, aka Peak every week, you know what I gotta do. You know we're pre-drawn. Once again, same stipulation as always. Now, if a single chapter of this game is bad, you will get that guy with the kitchen. That guy with the spoon. That guy with the fork. I will make a cooking channel. I will make a cooking channel. Will I post daily there? No, I'd go insane. But still, I'll make a cooking channel, gosh darn it. And I'll cook something. It may not be good, but I'll cook something. But considering kind of Shiro Sensei and Nomura Sensei just being limited up in the kitchen, I highly doubt there's going to be that guy with the kitchen. So let's not waste any more time and let's hop right into chapter 255. Alright. We're already down 1. Oh, only down 1. My apologies, Raichi. I remember having a Raichi voice debacle last review. I don't know why. I know what voice to give him. I swear, I can't record some days because, like, all information will just leave my brain. This is a low-key fire panel though. Look at how tiny Isagi is, bro. Was a whole half a head shorter than. And I always forget, this man's a titan. Like, I always joke about Hiyori, like, and how he doesn't help us beat the BL allegations, but this guy, he's like darn near Kunigami. I know half of this is like perspective, but no, it's not really. They're all on the same line. Isagi's just small. I think Isagi's 5'9", Hiyori's 6 foot. I think Kunigami's 6'2". That is just crazy. It blows me away that Hiyori's always so tall. But I gotta remember, Hiyori's mixed. It's so easy to forget. But, like, brother is mixed. he's just like me, for real. No, I'm not mixed. But, like, he got his mama's genes, alright? Let's just say that. No boots, no fur. He got his mama's genes, though. But the daddy, man, he came through in the height at least. Golly. But 11, 50, and 23. I'm very excited. I hope Kunigami doesn't fail, bro. I think he can't, though. That's the thing. He kind of can't fail. Because there's no way Shido's getting another goal this early. Because then we lose, right? Because, like, then Ren can't score, then Loki can't, unless we're, like, really ending this game quick. Notably, I'm in the camp that this game has got to be at least as long as Uber's. And Uber's was a year. I feel like it was a year. Maybe it was less than a year. But, like, Uber's was a minute. Like, I remember reviewing the back half of Manshine, and then I feel like a solid 50 video chunk was Uber's. So this better take a minute, I swear. But in that case, I'm interested to see Kunigami. Hold on, let's see. Hold on, I need to bring it close.
PXG draws first blood, but the match is far from over. To contain Shido, Noah...
I read that so wrong.
Noah tweaks BM's formation and assigns Kunigami to man-mark Shido. Now it's time to see how BM strikes back. Alright. Interesting.
Once again, Kaiser is the sole striker, bro. And that's crazy. Alright, let's see you kind of a little... Grim is still on the field. Where's Yukimaya? Gosh darn it. Corona? Anybody? Why Grim? Why Mensa? Why Birkenstock? And I know y'all are like, Pencil, there's only 5 actual BM players left on BM. Of course they give them more screen. Like, guys, Yukimaya especially. Alright? Like, notably, you're looking at a guy who isn't the biggest Yukimaya fan out there. I'm not saying I don't like Yukimaya, but I'm not saying, like, I miss him. But I kind of do at this point. Like, he was, I don't know, it feels like Yukimaya was meant to be a bigger part of the arc than what he's been reduced to. Like, Hiyori getting as much screen time as Hiyori has and actually getting to be a consistent presence, I'm not mad at. I want more characters like this. And don't get me wrong, I do like Hiyori, like, pound for pound more than Yuki Maya. I think the only thing Yuki Maya has is, like, play style over Hiyori, because I really like speedsters. But other than that, like, Hiyori got to stay on the field. Start, even. You're telling me Yuki Maya isn't? My boy Corona, the main man who came in and put Isagi on the map? You mean to tell me my main boy, Mr. Interplanetary Hotline himself, can't join up? Like, where? Why? Like, at this point, especially considering, I'd excuse it a bit more if there was another game after this. This is the final game. Yuki Maya may not be a starter on the U20. He's probably going to make it, but he may not be a starter. They probably will be. Probably will be. But Corona may not be a starter. Kiora hasn't been cooking yet. Like, I don't know, bro. I'm low-key very, very disappointed in this lineup a little bit. You don't even have to make him do much. Just have him on the field, Noah, please, for me. Why you gotta do him like this? Why? But let's see.
We're only down 1. Let's take that goal back, VM. I'm stopping the next one.
Gagamaru, please. Gagamaru, please. I'm picking you, bro. You better. Computer, why are you screaming? Computer, why? Why must you do this to me every single time?
I'm stopping the next one. Roger that.
Okay, Kiora, are you gonna cook, Kiora? Please, I'm begging you, bro. If there's one character in Blue Lock whose stocks have been on, like, a consistent slow burn rise, it's Kiora. And of course, it's still early game. I know we've scored once already. That means we only have 4 potential goals left. But still, Kiora stocks, they've been low-key on the rise. I'm looking for some payout. Like, I'll admit, I've thrown a couple cents at it. I don't really throw many. I've thrown a couple cents into Kiora stocks. Because, you know, they've been intrigued. The man's been around for a minute. You know, I dabble. I invest a little bit myself. I'm something of an investor myself, you know. So, I'm trying to see the vision, Kiora. So you better cook. Gagamaru, you especially, you need to cook, bro. Let's see. We're on the same team, but if I'm being honest, I'm not thrilled every time Shido-kun scores. Am I right? Why am I kidding? There are no female characters in Blue. I gotta give somebody that voice. I remember, I keep flipping back and forth with Tokimitsu. I either give him, like, the deepest voice ever, or I give him that voice. Do I go with I feel like deepest is funnier, because he's timid. Hold on.
We're on the same team, but if I'm being honest, I'm not thrilled every time Shido-kun scores. Am I right?
Yeah.
To raise our value and survive beyond the Utis League.
We need to do everything we can to help Rin-kun score goals. If you don't make Rin-kun
the hero of this match,
we're screwed. Yes, Tokimitsu. But it's too, like, it's not too late. They still have 2 more goals. But dog, I don't know, like, and it's sad for Tokimitsu in particular, because, like, it felt like he fell off the moment second selection ended. Like, he just dropped off at least Ryu had his moments. Like, obviously, I knew the top 3 of second selection wasn't going to stick around and do too much. They weren't going to stay the top 3. Of course, Isagi had to rise up. You know, of course, Bara had to rise up. Shido was going to have to be a threat one way or another. But, like, man, at least Ryu got something. Obviously, Rin got everything. But, like, Tokimitsu, dog. And I know he's literally just a high specs. He's basically a Kunigami with more bulk. And, like, endless stamina. I get it. But still, man. I was hoping for more from him, especially on PXG. Yes. If Rin-san fails, we fail. Okay, but look at how locked in my boy Nanase is. I'm sorry. For some reason, also one of the earlier reasons, I was on a Nanase hate train. Who was I, Rin? But let's see. Our very lives depend on Rin-kun's success. No! Why are they always speaking in emojis? What does this even mean? What does this... You're not even winking. But the emoji... How do you say that? How do you say... I don't get it. How do you say that? How do you verbalize this? Like, at first, I could kind of excuse Shido, because he was one character doing it. What does this mean, Charles? Genuinely, what does this mean? I'm genuinely bamboozled. Did he verbalize demon winking emoji? Like, what was the sound he produced? Why are you so loud? I genuinely don't. I'm gonna move it all the way over here. But, like, Charles, my boy, why? What is this? What is this? I can't even fathom it. And like the thing is, it's so specific too. It's not just like a winking emoji. It's like specifically a demon. So what is it? Is it a malicious wink? I can't fathom. Let's see.
Beat it, you pink bug. Well. Looks like Ren over there is jealous of my explosion.
What kind of voice is that for Shido?
Well. Looks like Ren over here is jealous of my explosion.
Pause! It's Shido. I can't say pause. Who am I putting pause? On Shido? On Shido? We're just going to have to play the tape for Shido. It's Shido. Come on now.
I agree. Get out of the way. You're an eyesore. You
pink-haired... Yo! Kaiser, I swear he's pulling out the dictionary exclusively for Shido. Where are these words coming from, Kaiser? You just met this man today. Of course, he's been a bad antagonist. But like, dog, what? You pink-haired... I'm not even sure if I can say that word legally. Dog. Kaiser, is it really that deep? In computer, is it really that deep? Why are you screaming so loud? I'm terrified. I'm sorry. I'll be moving all the way over here. I have the mic gain on 0. But whenever it makes noise like this, I can hear it so crystal clear, even when it's being quiet. So I know it's loud right now, which bothers me to know. Because notably, there's nothing on the compute right now. I cleaned the whole thing out. Like now, whenever I'm done with videos, I'll upload them and then I'll immediately delete them. I try to keep the computer clean. There are no screenshots. I don't know what's happening right now. Why are you so mad at me? It's probably the website. Let's see. You're an eyesore. You pinkhead. I love how mad he is though. Like even Ren, who's clearly insulted and annoyed, even Isagi, who's clearly insulted and annoyed, Kaiser's the only one to be genuinely tweaking a little bit. Like he has veins popping out. Oh, they're all nuts. Let's see. It's time to turn you to ash. Kaiser, please, bro. Okay. I've seen a number of Kaiser antis crawl up the woodworks. I say crawl up the woodworks. Y'all been here for a minute. But like, y'all. Stop saying Kaiser won't score. It's bothering me. like a lot of people, low-key, it's been being repeated so much that I'm low-key generally starting to get like manipulated into believing it. Bro, better score. I need him to score. That's my boy. I need Kaiser to score. Please. Please, my Kaiser stocks. No. Like, it doesn't have to be multiple. I don't need him to score multiple times. I just need you to score once. Kaiser, please. The 3 people I need to score this match, Kunigami, Kaiser, and Isagi. Those are the only 3 I need. Please. My agendas. I need them. Please. Kaiser, don't fumble this, bro. Especially considering he keeps talking smack. That's the main thing that gets me. He keeps talking smack, yet he keeps getting folded. Kaiser, please, no. But let's see. Jeez, man. And you aren't quieting down either. I don't know what's up with you, pal. Like, why? What is running on you? I literally I shut you down, restart you, and you're still tweet. I have everything off. I am genuinely bamboozled. What is causing this mania? No Sonic. Like, for real. How much lower? I can't go any lower. What in the world, man? What in the world? Let's see. It's time to turn you to ash. Shaha! I'm so popular all of a sudden. Time to party, pink demon style. I can't even... Raichi says weird stuff. But I can clown on Raichi, because Raichi doesn't have results. Other characters say weird things. Like Aryu. But I can clown on Aryu, because Aryu doesn't get results. Yuki Maya occasionally says weird things. And Yuki Maya doesn't get results unless he's actually being fed. But, like... No way. I want to clown Shido so badly. He's a creature. He's an animal. A monster. A beast. A demon. But, like... Pink demon style, bro. Pink demon style. And he has to be the only representation, bro. Why? Let's see. Recreate it. Recreate that goal from last... But, like, how though? Like, Hiyori needs to get the ball, you need to be in the exact perfect spot, and everything needs to work out while you're fighting 2 Metavision users. Like, huh? How? Especially one Metavision user who knows your game, bro. And he's probably studied it. He knows that lefty shot is there, bucko. You don't have a 50-50 on Rin. And if Rin really wants them cheeks, bro, he's gonna get them cheeks. Like, pause. I can say pause over it. I take that one. But, like, Rin has your number, Isagi. I'm not sure. Like, notably, you were even lucky on Ubers, I'll admit. Like, Lorenzo, But then again, Lorenzo had to lock down Kaiser, which makes sense. And Aiku and Nico, I can even get that too, because they're focusing on Hiyori. But like, dog, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you really got this one, Isagi. To recreate it so easily, you're gonna have to go crazy. In theory, it makes sense, but it's not that easy getting into your best performance state. To enter that state, I must predict what everyone on the field is doing. My style just isn't like Shido's, unlike him, who is purely focusing on achieving his own ecstasy. See? Okay, that was the main thing that I agreed was different between the two goals. Just the origins and thought processes behind them, that seemed fundamentally different. Like, yeah, like in broad... Well, I guess no. Technically, that's the only difference. So, yeah, overall, they are the exact same goal, but that's the big difference. Shido doesn't think. There's not a brain in there. I mean, there's a brain, but it works for him to do his Shido thing, which isn't savory, and probably shouldn't be shown on live TV. So, like, that's the big difference between these two, where it's like, can we really? Can I really? Can we give bro, like, the same credit? Like, I'll give it to Charles. Charles in particular, because Charles is a Metavision user. He read the entire field. He sent the shot to the perfect spot. Or he sent the pass to the perfect spot. I can give all that. I can give him being just an equivalent to Hiyori. In fact, I'm assuming those two are going to match off consistently throughout the rest of this match, because they are essentially playing the same role. But outside of that, I'm not sure. Shido and Isagi are just fundamentally different players. From, like, how they shoot, how they score, their mentalities, how they play. Everything is different about them. But I suppose in reality, they are the same in the sense of they're both strikers who need to enter a perfect flow state in order to achieve perfection. Let's say, who's achieving his own ecstasy. I focus on understanding the situation that's currently circling me. Huh? Wait a minute. Even though the key to victory is to recreate the perfect situation that we could envision, the thought process and triggers necessary to enter the performance varies from person to person. Wait. That means, look at it, bro, thank you. And this is what I like thinking in motion, because I'll give one thing this: there was a decent chunk of time in the Ubers game where they kind of were just standing around and talking. And don't get me wrong, I do prefer that. I do like that. I think it's fine, and I like seeing them think. It's one of the few things that I really, really appreciate. Well, no, I appreciate a lot of things about Blue Lock. Why I say one of the few things, it's one of the main things I appreciate about Blue Lock. The willingness of the characters to stop down, analyze the situation, run it up by each other, and especially run it internally for Isagi, considering the whole thing about him is his big brain. But seeing him being forced to think in motion is really, really cool. It leads to some of the most iconic and some of my favorite panels in the series, when, like, Isagi first unlocks Metavision and he starts sprinting down the field, or when he has the realization in third selection and starts booking it down the field, and when in second selection he has the realization against Rin and starts booking it down the field. It always ends up with Isagi booking it down the field. I'll be completely real. But still, I love those moments because it goes to show how active Isagi's brain is at all times. It doesn't just take stagnancy and sitting still in order for Isagi to get that brain juice flowing. He can do it at all times, which I like. Let's see. Wait, I see. You can divide top performance into two basic types. Type 1, like Shido's, a type that ignores any superfluous outside info and solely focuses on achieving their desires. Type 2, like mine, a type that observes and analyzes the situation and manipulates the world trigger points to their advantage. I wonder which is better, though. I think for ease of use and for being less taxing on the body as a whole, I think Shido's is actually better. Because, like, remember one of Isagi's biggest weaknesses is the fact that every time he well, to be fair, he didn't actually have many stamina, if any stamina issues during the Ubers match. He was very, very good stamina-wise. He was sweating a bunch, but he actually wasn't struggling too much on the stamina front. But one of the biggest things about Metavision and using yourself appropriately in Metavision is that it's so taxing, so energy draining. It takes so much extra time. And if you run into other Metavision users who can read the field either to your level, at your level, or even slightly beneath it, then they can get in your way, because they're going to see what you see, and then it's going to be extra on you to work your Metavision more than you would initially have to do if you weren't facing Metavision users. And unfortunately, from Manshine on, every single team has had a Metavision user. Subconscious in the case of Rayo, to active in the case of Ubers with Nico and Aiku, and, of course, Snuffy, obviously. And then here, a Metavision user in Charles. Notably, Rin hasn't been converted to have Metavision. And at this point, I don't think he does. Like, I don't know, unless he shows it off sometime later. He's noted to have a similar thing to Metavision, but maybe not Metavision itself. But, once again, once you're dealing with other puppeteers, honestly, Shido's style does work better. Because Shido works counter to the puppeteers automatically. because he doesn't play fully logically. So I think overall you do kind of want Shido's mindset, but I guess like it works better in a short burst format. If I had to assume, Shido may lose points in efficiency when it comes to a longer format game, especially considering that's what Loki mentions previously before the match started. Like Shido, you take a bunch of swings, bro, but you rarely hit. You need to work on that. Meanwhile, Rin, you make almost everything you hit, but you don't try to hit enough. So maybe that's the inverse issue with Shido, where in a short game format, where as long as Shido keeps bang, 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 and keeps going with unpredictable styles, then eventually, you just can't read him because the game's gonna be moving too fast. But hypothetically, in a longer term game, Shido wouldn't be as effective because the Metavision users would start to adapt to him. They'd start to figure him out. Because you can only be crazy in so many different ways. You can have 15 different types of finishing, but if you need to be in the box, or you need to be near the box, and you need to be in this specific position, and we know who's going to consistently feed you, and we can start to read those patterns, then I could see Sagi's being more efficient in the long run, while still being taxing on the stamina front. So it's still a 50-50. I'm interested to see who ends up being right. Though it's presumably going to be Isagi. In other words, what other words, Isagi? An individualistic ego. And a holistic ego. I scored a goal! Watch me! Watch how I scored that goal. This should be flipped. Let's see. It's not that one is better than the other. Oh! Whoops! Yeah, you're right, Isagi. I wonder who would ever be so foolish as to try to figure out which one's better. It couldn't be me. But let's see. Depending on your personality, it might be that one is better suited to bring out your top performance than the other. Then again, this is just a generalization I quickly came up with. I can't say that word. Individualistic. An individualistic ego prioritizes maximizing the individual's self-worth. A model where the individual maximizes his talents by prioritizing whatever they find important or interesting. Yeah, I guess. Then I get, I guess I have an where's my individualistic ego? In the sense that I kind of live like that. Like, yeah. I believe, at least personally, that you do got to work for yourself first. You got to be able to do things yourself. It's important to take note of other people. I'm not saying throw anybody under the bus or leave anybody behind. It's still important to care for others. Don't become sociopathic or nihilistic. Don't do that. But I do agree with this fundamental philosophy where you do need to use what you have. Because, unfortunately, truth is, not all men... I'm going to put this down. It's so loud. Not all men are created equal. But in a way, that's a blessing and a curse. Some people are better at some things than others. I'm very, very half-decent at yapping. I say half-decent because I don't know how to yap well. You can hear my inability to speak the human language. But outside of that, I'm really, really good at yapping. Very, very good at yapping. And stuff like this. So I yap endlessly. Call it my domain experience. So, like, I can understand that idea where I focus more on that. But, of course, as a byproduct of that, I don't really collab with people as much as I should, as much as I want to. I just need to focus and do that. But at the same time, I'm so focused on trying to get everything else done in life that I don't focus too much on that holistic idea. So that's interesting. And, like, once again, Blue Lock, it's so weird. Blue Lock applies to general life, too. It's not just, this is exclusively a soccer thing or a football thing. No. Not even just a sports thing. That's just life in general. The idea of being individualistic or holistic. I'd say you'd want to be more holistic, though. Humans are social creatures. You don't want to be too individualistic. You'll actually go insane. It's why solitary confinement is one of the worst punishments you can give to a human being, because we are biologically wired to be social. Locking a human in a box by themselves is why people go crazy in like 30 days. Or like that's why we gravitate so much towards like media in general, because it's like pseudo interaction with another medium. You lock somebody in a room with nothing but their own thoughts for 30 days, they are very likely to go nuts. There have been experiments on it. I forget what the shortest time someone's broken, and I forget the longest time one has lasted, but I can tell you neither was a year. I think the shortest is under a month. So that's very, very interesting. I like the breakdown on this one. Let's see. Mr. Yoichi, what else do you have to break down for us? No. Conversely, a holistic ego prioritizes maximizing the person's standing in society. A model where the individual maximizes his talents, prioritizing winning achievements and awards the world deems important. How can I win these awards? I want to do things I can do rather than what things I want to do. Yeah, okay. And that's interesting too. I suppose, but ironically enough, I say these two are kind of fused in a sense. Because, like, I wouldn't, like, yap the way I yap everywhere. I do it in front of a camera. Which I suppose is more specific because it's based on societal value. But then again, I suppose I focus a lot on individual. I don't know. I feel like these two blend. If I was thinking more holistic, I would think like the exploitation of what society values. But I suppose that's what this is. Yeah, it is what that is. Because you're valuing what society has to offer rather than what you yourself value in society. So even if you don't like something but you're good at it, you do it if you're a holistic person. But if you don't like something but you're good at it as an individualistic person, you just won't do it. Even if you're good at it, even if society would deem it worthy of you to do that. Okay, so how are you thinking then? Thinking solid. Bachira, Baro, Nagi, Zantetsu. Zantetsu? Zantetsu mentioned? Zantetsu mentioned live on air? Are definitely the individualistic type. Whereas Karasu, Hiyori, Ryo, and myself are 100% holistic types. Yep. Interesting that Zantetsu's mentioned here, though, because he's very specifically playing a holistic role. He's not necessarily playing. He hasn't gotten a single goal. So, like, that's interesting that Zantetsu's mentioned here. Zantetsu mentioned. But yeah, obviously, Bachira's mostly self-sufficient and uses others. Baro's entirely self-sufficient and uses others. Nagi, self-sufficient for the most part, but uses others. Meanwhile, Karasu, Hiyori, Ryo, and even Isagi, it's why a lot of people, even if I believe Isagi can be a striker, I don't blame people for saying he probably should be a midfielder, because half the time he plays like one. Facilitating, organizing, defending, rarely striking. Because, you know, he has to do all the other stuff. And just imbalance when everything is high in terms of overall stats, from high defending, high midfielding, high frontlining. Of course, everything's going to seem more balanced, and thus he's going to seem less like a striker. But yeah, that's accurate. And note how he's being lumped in with a whole bunch of midfielders. Not a single person here is really a striker. I mean, they may have tried at it. Karasu was once one of the best strikers, but what did he become in U20? A facilitator. Hiyori, a facilitator, like, forever. Like, the bro's never been a striker. He's been a facilitator. Ryo, mostly a facilitator with the capability to strike, but I'd say that's more like Isagi. Meanwhile, when have we ever seen... I mean, he played some defense in first selection. That was it. Nagi, he played some defense in second selection, but that was by necessity. Usually he was an offensive individual. Same thing with Bachira, and especially Baro, who, like, has maybe 2 defensive moments in the entire series, and one of them failed. So, like... yeah, I can definitely see the individualistic versus the holistic here. Since Kaiser is obsessed about trophies and results, is he a holistic type? What about Charles? Which type is Kunigami? No, wait. What about Rin? No, I don't know. Let me take guesses at each one he brings up here. Kaiser obsessed with trophies and results. Is he a holistic type? See, that's the thing. That's where the two begin to conflate a little bit. I'd say Kaiser's an individualistic type. Kaiser is infinitely more like Baro, like Nagi, like, I guess, Zantetsu, and like Shido, in the sense that he goes solo, for the most part, and he uses others to facilitate his own success. He doesn't care about the livelihood of others. He uses metavision to exploit others. That's the main thing Kaiser does. For someone like Rin, same thing. Sure, he wants to be number 1 in the world, but so do you, Isagi. And you already acknowledge yourself as a holistic person, but isn't that an individualistic ideal? And doesn't Rin operate in the same way that you do, where you use others to fundamentally support yourself? Once again, I'm leaning more so. Maybe Isagi's kind of more individualistic with holistic ideals, in the sense that I will use others to reach these societal goals. But in terms of, like, general ideology, I'd say Isagi's more individualistic, just like Rin is, just like Shido is, just like Rin is, just like all Kaiser, all of them. What else did he mention? Why won't you stop screaming? It has been 20 minutes since. What about Charles? Charles is definitely individualistic. Like that's his whole thing. Come on now, Isagi. Come on now, you know he's individualistic, which is crazy because he's a midfielder. So I guess maybe it isn't necessarily consistent to position, because, like, yeah, Charles is definitely individualistic. Like, his whole thing is being a contrarian. Meaning he looks at other people, sees what they want, and does the opposite because he wants to do that. So, but then again, I have more perspective on Charles than Isagi does. He's met Charles today. Let's see. Which type is Kunigami? definitely individualistic. Does that man look like he wants to support anybody? He only does what he's told to. But I guess he's an individualistic individual being forced to play a holistic role by both Ego and Noah. If I had to take a shot in the dark about Kunigami, let's say, no, wait. What about Rin? No, I don't know. I need to analyze this stuff more to better understand this. To reach my top performance, I need to metadata what's happening on the field while figuring out everyone's ego type. I need to gather more intel, input more info, glean every speck of information I can. So he's locking in. Ooh, Ren versus Kaiser? Please, show me more of this. I need more of this. I want to see these two go at it. But that's interesting. Honestly, though, this kind of overlaps with egocentrism. So I'm fine with this being a new piece, but like, I think this does kind of overlap. But I guess egocentrism is solely focused on himself. And if you're trying to add more and more information to Metavision, you do want like an extra detail, like, okay, in this scenario, if it arrives, will they act individualistically or holistically? Because that will fundamentally change how the play goes. Like, if Shido was a holistic person, he may not have gone for that header dive. He may not have been in the right spot. So, like, I can understand why Isagi's looking for that. And it's one of the big things that I'm once again wondering, once we get to the actual U20 arc, with all the data and time that Isagi had to prep and pre-read PXG, and arguably Ubers when it happened, he clearly doesn't have that data. Clearly doesn't have that information. So I wonder how much prep time is really going to matter for Metavision. And, like, how much fresh metadata that Isagi is going to have to learn to glean on the spot. Like, he's not going to have any time to consider anything else. He's going to be put on the field with these new opponents. He can watch their previous footage, but as we've seen, that doesn't really matter all too much. He doesn't understand Charles at all. So, I don't know. Metavision, I know a lot of people don't like that so many characters are getting it. What? We have, like, 8 now? But I think it's low-key getting soft nerfed already. The need for all this metadata, at least for Isagi, it's going to be a hindrance. I can feel it. I can feel it already, low-key being set up in the way that it's going to be a blessing and a curse. Isagi's desire for that data, that information, is going to get in his way eventually. But let's see. All for the sake of achieving the best. No! Ness! Please! Ness, please! I need you to cook. We got your backstory, and for what? And for what? I think Ness is going to pass the final pass to Isagi, and Isagi's going to score off of it. If Kaiser scores, it may still be off Ness, but I think Ness, Ego Awakening, Isagi, combo, accidental, kind of like the Yukimaya thing, and kind of like the Borrow thing way back when in second selection, where it's going to be instinctive. Where the magic of Isagi Yoichi ends up in capturing the heart of Alexis Ness. He's going to have no choice but to bow his head, get down on his knees, and I'm sorry, I should not go there. But and then worship Isagi. I'm assuming, bro, because right now, this is looking tragic. Getting stopped by Zantetsu? I know Zantetsu's really, really fast, but still, Zantetsu? Ness, come on now. Let's see. Ugh, gotcha, Ness. Oh, look at because Zantetsu knowing names. Ball's still in play, you know? Oh, no, ball's still in play. Golly! Look at my boy Hiyori. Once again, you don't think of him as one, but Hiyori's a beast in the air. Like, bro's consistent. I swear, every single time he gets the ball, it's almost always in air. He passes nearly in air. He shoots in air. Like, bro's an air creature. He's low-key. Like, the only other character that's in the air more consistently than Hiyori, I feel like, is Nagi, who always loves the air. But Hiyori, he's always leaping in it and then trapping the ball. Let's see. Huh? Thanks for the meal. Eat 'em up, Hiyori. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Go ahead, then. BM? That Kyoto brat was waiting for that. Oh! Once again. And I do like that. I like that aspect of Metavision. There are a bunch of things I like about Metavision. I probably need to make a whole Metavision video. But I do like how it's allowing for those natural multi-stage setups. Where, Metavision users will actually end up preying on their own teammates. Keeping that, teammate against teammate dynamic, while not actually being teammate against teammate. Like, them getting in each other's way. This moment right here isn't Ness coming in to tackle Isagi from the side to stop him from scoring, forcing Isagi to use his lefty shot. No, this moment right here is Hiyori being behind Ness, reading the field, Zing? I mean, kind of, sort of. Seeing Zantetsu come in to intercept the ball, knowing what direction Zantetsu's coming in at, and being in the right spot to intercept the ball. Which is technically Hiyori plotting on Ness, but using the other team to plot on Ness. Not just doing it himself. Not getting in Ness's way or anything like that. That's some good stuff right there. It smells scrumptious. I like it. Let's see.
The Kyoto brat was waiting for that.
Okay, look at Isagi, bro. He's like, wait a minute, come to me. Let's do this. And we're going to reproduce that goal. And they simply can't pass. Oh! I can't simply pass to Isagi-kun. I need to produce my own image of myself as the world's best player. Okay, Hiyori, like it. Okay, then. This is what I do like, though. I'm really hoping, especially once we get to U20, it may not happen this match. Because I think Isagi, and once again, I'm smelling Kunigami, I'm smelling Kaiser, and I'm smelling Isagi as our 3 goal scorers. Our 3 goal scholars. Our 3 goal scorers. But I'm hoping once we get to U20 and this 3 goal limit is lifted, when we get unlimited goals back, just a 90-minute time limit, I'm really hoping to see Hiyori start mixing. Feeding anybody and everybody. Anybody who's hungry and in the right spot, I'm ready to see Hiyori start whipping up meals. Call them all. Let me stop that. I was about to say call them a soup kitchen. But like straight up, I'm ready to see him start feeding other people. But right now, it's most likely Isagi. Because once again, that's a big benefit and a curse of Metavision users. Since their visions overlap, they're naturally going to be in positions that benefit each other. Meanwhile, unless a Metavision user is particularly hunting for something unique that someone happens to end up being in, someone instinctual, like Shido, with the case of Charles, the overlap just won't exist. Unless he always very specifically choosing somebody beforehand and then sending the ball there to them anyway. Let's see. And cross it with... Hiyori, you can't be getting cooked. He's 15! Hiyori, no! Your stocks, Hiyori! Your stocks! I can hear them. I can hear them crashing. No! Hiyori, why? What? Not bad, Monsieur Xion. That's... He's speaking in emojis! I'm sorry. He's still speaking. And you know what? He's evolving. Ladies and gentlemen, he's evolving. Because he's not just speaking in... Yo, if you don't get your hand off my... Okay, Hiyori. I know you get red carded, bro. Fight him. Fight him right there. On live TV? You gonna do this to me on live TV? After you stole the ball from my feet? What? No. Nope. Nope. No, wait. Nope. No. We gotta throw hands. You doing this? You touching me up? You poking my chubby little cheek on live TV? We've got a box. We've got a box right now. I ain't talking about no penalty box either. We have to throw hands on live TV after you compliment me after stealing the ball from me, and then have the nerve to emoji speak me as you touch my cheek with one of your nasty glove fingers. If we have the Hiyori, throw hands, bro. Throw hands. Hiyori. You don't even have to throw hands. Just give him a taste of that Japanese culture. Like straight Hiyori. You cannot let this slide, bro. Hiyori, no. Hiyori, he looks so bamboozled too. No. Isn't he tiny? Hiyori, this is embarrassing. That's some good eyes you have. This guy, he knew he was going to pick off the loose ball. Once again, that's the thing. Metavision users, they all get in each other's way. In interesting ways, especially when they're on opposing sides. But that's the thing. It really is... Did you take into account everyone else who has Metavision? Because if you didn't, they're haunting you. Like, presumably, I mean, the only Metavision users that may not be able to actively haunt you, if you haven't taken them into account already, is like Reo. Because he uses it subconsciously, and maybe Kaiser. Because Kaiser's very consistently flickering between regular vision, Metavision, and Predator Eye. He has like 3 visions to rotate through, and he doesn't consistently actually use Metavision. And seemingly enough, he only uses Metavision when he himself has the ball. He never tends to use Metavision, like, defensively. Or at least it feels like he rarely does. But then again, I think he has, like, once or twice. So, outside of those two, you've gotta be watching. But I guess Hiyori just didn't know. I think this is his first, like, proper interaction with Charles, where he realized that this guy is built different. Let's see. No! Charles can only... Yep, see? He noticed it now. Don't let him pass the ball! Charles can also use metavision. Darn it. Before I can clash and cross with Isagi-kun. Wait, oh, so you were gonna feed Isagi? Boy, if you don't... See, the Isagi laser, the Isagi haters, they're gonna have a field day with this one. Rose lot. Oh wait. Oh, so he had a unique metavision design before. Man, I mean, this is fine. It's technically the more detailed version. I miss the old Charles metavision design. That was like incomplete. It was just the rings, not even the ring. It was just the line. Honestly, if you could remove the rings from the target and just keep it as like the genuine lines to show like his inexperience, I would have preferred that. But I guess that just means that previous one was incomplete. Unless they're like literally in Sharingan level now, where he was using base metavision and now he activated Mangekyo metavision. Like, I highly doubt it works like that. But like, even still, bro, man, I preferred this softer metavision design. I was hoping for more of that, but now we're just back to regular. That is one thing. I get why Isagi has to have the unique puzzle piece one, and I also get why coming up with numerous metavision designs, especially considering the further and further we get into the narrative, more and more characters are going to have the ability, and it's meant to be a generic meta-wide ability. Like, we talk about metavision, it's supposed to be meta-wide. Like, everyone's supposed to have it. Or, not everyone, but a lot of characters are going to have it by late series and mid-series. Because I assume we're approaching mid to late series. But, man, dog, be a little bit unique with it. Like, give him like fangs or something. Like, you could have it like I don't know. I may go in and like give every character that isn't Isagi, obviously, their own unique metavision design based on what their ego is. Well, let's see. Before I can clash and cross with Isagi-kun, I have to take down this annoying brat first. I don't know. I love how no one likes him. Loki's like, dude, you're dumb, lock in. Rin's like, dude, you're dumb, lock in. Shido likes him because he fed him, but like, other than that, he's like, dude, keep locking in, feed me. But like, everyone else is like, this guy's just so annoying. He's just built different, and he is. Oh, you're terrific, little Charles. Look at this man-on-man glaze. Kunigami though, Kunigami. It's been a while. Yeah, baby. Lock him down. Let's see it. Explosive demon. That's why. Look at him. He is off one. God, Kunigami, was it that deep? Was it that bro? You look like you even Shido's like, whoa. Huh? Do I even know you? Oh, Kunigami! I already said, Kunigami, I got something for you, bro. I got something for you. Kunigami. Unfortunately, I can't hand you a Zanpakuto, but I got something that'll do the job close enough. Kunigami. Hold on, I'm popping it off. Kunigami. Smite that man. Smite him. Take this blade and smite him, bro. Do you know how disrespectful? Oh my word. PXG, from Rin grabbing Isagi by the collar, to Charles getting all up in Hiyori's cheeks, to Shido saying, do I even know you? Bro, Kunigami, take his life. Kunigami, strike him down, bro. So if this isn't enough, we got options, bro. We got options. It doesn't have to be a blade if you don't want it to be a blade. I got hammers. I got keyblades. I got anything you need, Kunigami. I'll hop in the there and box them for you, dog. You don't need that red card. I'll do it for you. What? Do I even know you? Is insane. Bro really said, you were not memorable. You thought you were that guy? Bro really pulled up with the Thanos. Bro really said, I don't even know who you are, bro. What? He's crazy with it. What? Okay then. Talk. Let Devious talk then. Alright, Shido. I'm that worthless loser hero who got his life destroyed because of you. That's why Eddie heads it out. That's my boy. That's my boy cooking. Look at him. Look at him. I need you to look at him. Bro. Please. Where's Rin? Where's Rin? Oh, sweet mother. Where's Rin? I'm concerned. But other than that, look at him. Look at Shido, all bamboozled. Bro couldn't emoji speak. He couldn't emoticon speak here, bro. He was just He was so shocked. So shocked that Kuni could cook him like this. He's like, Nani daisuke no? Good. Be bamboozled. Be spread. Good, Shido. I hope you enjoy that. All right! Nice one, Kunigami. Oh my. Impressive. My top performance. Okay. Look at him locking in. Will happen after. The emoji, stop it! Stop, both of you! Stop speaking in symbols! I'm tired. Don't speak. I'm going insane, bro. They're speaking in symbols. They're speaking in hieroglyphics. Stop. The both of you. You animals. You are animals. They're like animals. And I slaughtered them like animals. Bro, what? They keep speaking in emojis. My top performance will come once I've surpassed him. Alright, that's crazy though. I know like Charles is like a crazy super prodigy, but can you imagine getting pressed by a 15-year-old? Hiyori, I'd just throw hands with him. No, I'm kidding. Don't throw hands with 15-year-olds. But Kunigami versus Shido, I hope Shido remembers him. I hope Shido does remember, or Kunigami forces him to remember him. Because while that is W disrespect, I was hoping for more of that character dynamic. I was hoping for like the genuine callbacks to their match and like the rest of it that we didn't even get to see. I was definitely hoping for that. So I'm hoping Shido remembers with his emoticoning self. But let's see what the end of the chapter text has to say, and then we'll wrap up. The key to victory lies in our hands. Only by winning your matchups can you become the heroes leading your team to victory. Break next week. We're gonna be. I guess I can't say the chapter's worthy because it's not gonna be peak every week. There's gonna be a break next week, which means there's no peak. Well, you know I gotta draw this blade for it. Yes, of course, the chapter's amazing. Once again, why? Why, Pencil Man? Why could this chapter be so perfect? Now you're about here starting glazing. Well, to explain the rationale of my glaze, allow me to elaborate. Thing number one, glaze point number one. I do like adding new dimensions to the match. I do greatly appreciate this trio. I like the little interaction between Tokimitsu and Nanase here, reestablishing the stakes of the match, just in case you've forgotten. As much as I cloud on them for emoticon speak, I do like that Charles has his own unique emoticon speak. Like, I don't think anyone else's emoticon spoke like this. But of course, it's literally just him and Shido who speak in emojis. But I do like that synchronization between both of these characters and the proper link between the two. Rin actually doesn't get much face time this chapter, which is very interesting, but once again, this seems like a more Shido, Kunigami, Isagi, Hiyori, Charles chapter, which makes sense. Same thing while we don't get to see too much Kaiser in this chapter. I'm a little bit worried for Ness, but like, that's fine. I do like Isagi adding new levels of metadata to Metavision. I like that it's not a stagnant ability, it keeps evolving. I do think, though, that aspects of it, like protagonism, do deserve to be brought back into it a little bit more, especially considering how important that was in Manshine. I hope that gets re-brought up and like introduced with this individualistic versus holistic ego typing. I do like that aspect of the chapter, and you know I gotta love it. That we get to see the proper dynamics of this match being set up. Of course, I am actually slightly disappointed that it appears that Hiyori's main rival character, essentially, is being Charles. It makes sense because of the roles they play. But like, I was really hoping for some more Hiyori and Karasu content. But I guess we kind of already got that, and giving Hiyori a more directly antagonistic antagonist for this match makes sense. Karasu and Hiyori are cool. Charles and Hiyori are not cool. So I get why these two are being set up as the main dynamic, even if I did want more Karasu Hori content. Hiyori. I'm not sure whatever that name would be. Hiyori content. I'll take some Chiori content right here. This is fantastic. The disrespect is wonderful too. And you know I got glazed by boy Kunigami for coming and I cooking. I'm so happy for him. So happy. So overall, this is in fact a massive W chapter. But, of course, if you somehow made it all the way to the end of this video, please leave the Dark Demon in the comment section down below. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that little notification bell so you not miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do happen to have a Patreon down below where you can support me for as low as $1 a month. Things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Some of those perks will include live reactions to every other series I review, and free variations of all my videos, and you become a $25 patron or a $25 member in order to get whatever video you want. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members: O'Connor Plays, Greyhound, Kids Void, Astro, Red Wolf 4765, and Eternal Flame. And I'd like to give another thank you to our $5 patrons: Victor, Steron, Sean, RNG Master, Midnight Lord 21, Metal Solid Crisis, Kevin, Igneel, and eHack1. And I'd like to give a gargantuan thank you to our $7 members: Autumn Mornings Lazo and Jan Tomaz. And I'd like to give another juicy old thank you to our $10 member, Jay Warrior. I'd like to give a gargantuan thank you to our two $10 patrons, Joaquin and Idemokami. And I'd like to give another sloppy thank you to our thank you to our $25 member, Alex Ice Rose. And I'd like to give a juicy gargantuan thank you to our $25 patron, Winter. Another fantastic next level thank you to our $25 patron, China Doll 09, and a final gargantuan thank you to our $25 patron, Calvin Elder.